Well, I'm joined now by Sara Khan, who leads the Muslim women's rights organisation Inspire. 3 girls from the same school, believed to be following a fellow pupil who went out to Syria in December. I mean, what's your assessment of this?
It's shocking, it really is, but unfortunately it's not surprising because what these 3 girls are doing are following in the footsteps of around 60 other young girls and women who have gone out there. We know of Yusra Hussain, a 15-year-old girl who left from Bristol to join ISIL. We know of the twins Zahra and Salma Halain from Manchester, who are both 16-year-old girls. And unfortunately, it's a trend and pattern that we're seeing in different Western European countries.
Now, we understand that these girls, because they had known the previous schoolgirl who'd gone out, had been spoken to by police. I mean, is enough being done? Is there anything that can be done?
I mean, it's very, very difficult. This is such a new pattern, a new trend. I mean, if we look at Islamist terrorist organisations in the last 15 years, many have tried to recruit girls and they've been very unsuccessful to do so. ISIL have had a very aggressive social media online campaign of deliberately targeting girls, and they've had a great success. I mean, some of the work that my organisation's doing, I mean, one of the things we're launching is a Making a Stand campaign, where we are going from Monday to 9 different cities to empower women and to say to them that you are at the forefront of campaigning against this, that you can make a stand against extremists and protect young girls, protect extremists from preying on our children, and to help empower girls to reject the propaganda of ISIL.
But do girls not have those role models at the moment within the Muslim community?
I think it's the strength of ISIL's propaganda online that's the real issue here. I mean, if you look at what ISIL is saying, they are saying to young girls, first and foremost, that the West is at war with Islam. It's a religious obligation to come and build the state. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is how, through their own publications, actually, what's rather interesting is how they are saying to young girls that what is real empowerment, what is real women's liberation, is being part of ISIL, is being a mother, a wife. There is no other role in public life. And I think a lot of young girls can't see what the deceptive and sinister meaning of what this means, which is actually that women have no rights, they have no authority, agency, freedom, opportunities in ISIL, and girls are unable to make that distinction.
But we also seem to be failing to prevent these girls, once radicalised or once enticed by this ideology. I mean, there are many extraordinary elements of this story, not least that these 3 girls, 2 of them 15, got on planes by themselves.
And I think, Jackie, this is really important because as the media, sometimes we've been calling it jihadi brides, but these are young 15 or 16-year-old girls. My own view is that this is a form of grooming. It is so similar to child sexual exploitation, for example. I mean, these young girls, they're befriended online, they're told that they're loved, they're showered with praise and flattery. And it's so similar, actually, the similarities between child sexual exploitation is uncanny. And these girls, just like victims of CSC, don't see themselves as victims. They see themselves as girls by men who genuinely love them. And for me, this is about safeguarding, that schools have a role, as families and communities, we have a role in safeguarding children, whether it's child sexual exploitation or this other form of grooming.
I mean, you mentioned schools there, and that, again, is interesting here because the police had to take what is regarded as a very unusual step of overruling the school, which didn't want itself to be named, or the girls, which you may understand, but is that right?
I think it's very difficult. I mean, you can understand it from the school's perspective. You know, the whole national press are going to turn up on their door, bringing unwarranted attention to the pupils, causing disruption. So you can understand that perspective from the school. But from the police's perspective, they want to raise awareness of a reality that this is a threat that's currently happening within our schools, not just in London, but in many different cities across the UK. And it's about raising awareness of that.
Sara Khan from Inspire, thanks very much.